Hey, what's up, YouTube? Thought I'd make this quick video. It's a little bit later in the night, in the evening. It's like 7:20 p.m. Just got off a good day of work, of working out, of just everything. Like this just feels like a perfect day. Thought I'd just kind of wind down, go for a drive, and maybe like make a video. So just gonna talk about it. If you watched my last two videos, you can kind of tell like what I'm up to right now. Like I'm in the process of building up momentum in my like in my business, I would say, or I guess the start of my business. If you didn't know, I was a closer for a solar company, online solar company for the longest time, essentially a lot happened. It's way too long to get into right now, but a lot happened, and I'm not closing for that company anymore. And I also lost out on a lot of money on deals. So basically that really ruined my momentum in terms of kind of like everything that I was doing. And now I'm in the process of restarting that momentum again. So I recently just started my own company, my own business, and I'm running everything like a business. I'm doing my own, I'm running my own ads. I'm running, I'm setting my own, I'm basically doing everything. I'm running the ads, setting the appointments, and closing the deals. I initially started doing Texas and then Oregon, and then, they just got led back to New York because New York is, where it's at right now. Just been doing this I just started New York campaigns, like literally on my last video, that's like the day that I started the campaign. So I think it's been like almost a week since I started it. It's been going pretty well. I mean, so far with the numbers that I'm getting in terms of lead cost, ad cost, and in terms of just all the rates across the board, like connection rate, appointment setting rate, show rate, close rate, like it's for the low numbers in terms of like the low actual what's it called, like I'm driving right now so I can't think, but it's like a low, for the handful amount of leads that I've actually dealt with and got, I've been able to see good results and good numbers because in these numbers. So today just closed down my first deal. Actually, I ran the appointment on Friday. So I started the leads on Wednesday, ran my first appointment on Friday, and they, took some time to think about it. I knew that it wasn't one of those, because usually in a close, like if they say they're going to think about it, it's not going to happen if they get off the phone. But I could tell it was just kind of like a trust thing, and it just needed to send them a couple things, and they trusted, and then we submitted the deal today. But again, lessons from the past: a solar deal is not a deal until the cash is in your hand. So I've definitely learned my lessons from the past, where like in solar it's like deals take 2-3 months to install. So you close a deal and you're like, yes, I got it. But it's good sign. It's a good way forward. It's progression, but it's definitely not a deal closed. It's definitely not cash. It's not money. It's literally just what it is. Like they want to buy, and we're in the process of getting them to an installation. So I don't feel good about this deal at all yet. I don't like even thinking about deals until they're permitting, and I don't like even thinking about the money until they're a week out from install, right? And even then, like I have some deals right now that are installed months into installation, and I still haven't got any money for it. So there's a lot of up and downs in this industry. So like if you've been in this industry, if you know about this industry, you know that this is like a cutthroat industry where like you have to be super, like if you're one of the, like if you're someone that gets annoyed easily, or like that gets ticked off easily, or that is super like, okay, like I'll see this industry out, and if I like it, I'll stay. If I don't like it, you're not gonna last, and you need a really like strong mental fortitude to be able to just withstand the amount of BS that you deal with in this industry. But I think that's with every business. There's that, right? There's BS in every business. That's what I always tell myself. And I try not to get any shiny object syndrome, because I've definitely had a lot of friends who are doing this with me that left because of this, right? Because it's BS, because it takes 3 months to get paid most of the time, because most of the time you just don't even get paid. People just forget to pay you, or just they don't pay you, they just keep the money, and that happens so much in this industry. And it's so tempting to join or to work in an industry where you get a deal and you get paid right away. But that's not what I chose. And every business has its own shortcomings and its own battles, and this is the battle of this industry. So you fight through it and you try to make it happen, because there's a lot of pros, right? It's a really easy product to sell. There's a lot of incentives and programs and discounts and grants available. You are actually helping people. You help people save money. You know what I mean? So you're making money while also putting money back in people's pockets. So it's a really good industry in that sense. And it's a lot of money, right? Like when you close a deal, you make a lot of money. Like this deal that I just closed today, if it pencils out at the end, I'm not even talking about it. Like I'm done. Like I used to, like every time I close a deal, I'm like, okay, like if I do the math, like I'm gonna make this amount, make this amount. But I'm not doing any of that. Like I've learned my lessons. I'm not doing anything. I'm not even thinking about the number until the glass is on the roof and I have an account pending. Like it's in my account. It's gone paid out. I'm not thinking about it. So I've definitely learned my lesson there. And that's, if you're getting into the industry, that's a lesson that you have to learn. Not even in this industry, but like in any industry, in any business. If the cash isn't in your account, let alone in your account, because it could get clawed. If it's not in your hands, cash in your hands, then it doesn't count. It's not real. So yeah. Anyways, what was I talking about? But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool parts about it. It could definitely work. I mean, it's like I heard this recently, and it really kind of changed my mindset on what like making money is in terms of like business wise. I think like at least to a certain degree of income, it is all just hard work. It is all just work. I used to think like, okay, I need to have all this skills and mentality and this, and I need to do this, I need to study this. For the first, like, I would say 10 to 20 to, I think all the way up to even like $50,000 to $100,000. Like even in some industries, it is just work. It is just, if you are able to put your head down and work consistently, disciplined, sacrifice things, and go to work every single day, day in and day out, you can get it. I think when it gets to like something like really high leverage, that's when you need a specific skill set or like something like else. Or like maybe like a team, or like you need all these different skill sets of managing teams and things like that. But if you have just a drive, you can make at least that amount of money. And that's like a mindset shift that I had recently, and it put so much belief in me. And yeah, I just now that's how I think, that's how I operate. Like as long as I put in the work, like it's destined to come, it's destined to work out. And it's true. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Just building back up, right? It's been a long journey, but I really think that this is it. I really think this is the one that actually, like, in this season of my life, this is when everything is going to change. This is when, I'm actually going to break through. Like I've broken through a little bit in the last year. Like I wouldn't call that breaking through. I made a little bit of money, but I haven't actually broke through, if that makes sense. So, that's definitely going to be in this season, within the next 3 to 6 months. I can definitely feel it, especially with the way that things are running with ads, with the way things are running with my appointments, and the setting rate that I'm having on the ads. The cost of the ads are dirt cheap, and I'm getting so much like appointments with it. Again, it's a small batch size. This is the word I was looking for earlier. Small small batch of leads, but over a course of time, my goal is to hire a setter, increase the ad spend, and just continue to do this over and over again. So yeah, it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of discipline. I'm very proud of my discipline. I think like that's something I'm super proud of, is like my discipline. Like I haven't had that for the longest time. I think in my 4 years of trying to make money, I haven't had actual discipline. If that's crazy to think about, but I haven't actually had I've had a lot of motivation. I have had a lot of inspiration. I've had a lot of external accountability with other people, like, and friends, like, and them keeping me accountable. But internal, genuine discipline, like, I don't think I've ever had that, and this is the first time I think that I've actually had it. And again, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. This is only like the 4th week of this is week 4 of being like consistently disciplined, working on everything. I'm only a month into this, right? But it doesn't take that much when you're doing this amount of work and you're staying this disciplined. It doesn't take that much work. It doesn't take that much. It doesn't take that long, and I truly believe in that. So just want to document everything, make some videos. But this is working out really well, and I can see myself like, as long as like I keep steady, and battles will come. And every week on these last 4 weeks, there's been battles, and I've overcome them. And as long as I overcome every battle with any distractions, anything that tries to take me off course, as long as I am steadfast and I have God on my side, and I win those battles every single time, then there's nothing that can stop me. So I think it's going to be a big difference in my life, a big difference in a lot of things coming in the next 3 to 6 months. So I'm very excited. Also very kind of nervous, because I don't know what it's going to look like. I know there's a lot of people that are like, okay, you should visualize your life. You should visualize exactly what you want, but there's no way I can do that. It's impossible. Like, there's no way I can visualize what my life is going to be like exactly. And I'm like I'm a perfectionist. So like, when you say visualize, I like to visualize every last detail. But I could kind of I have a general idea of what things are going to be like, but there's no way I'm going to know every single little detail, and I'm okay with that. I'm not going to try to understand it. And it's just a matter of just pursuing, continue to keep going, and I don't care about the results. At the end of the day, like, I genuinely don't care about any results. As long as I'm still disciplined, in 3 to 6 months time, in a year's time, as long as I'm disciplined and I'm putting in work every single day, no matter what, I'm continuing to work, and continuing to stay disciplined and not go off track, then I'm going to be proud of myself. And I know that that's going to come with a lot of results and a lot of money and a lot of success. But I'm not looking at that. The only thing I'm looking at is, am I actually doing the actions that I said I was going to do? And that's really all that I care about. Anything else, I genuinely don't care. Like, I don't care what happens. I just care about, am I just putting in the actions? The only way that I'm going to be disappointed in myself is if it doesn't matter, even if I get the results, even if I make the money, if I stop, if I don't remain disciplined, if I get distracted, that's the only way that I can get actually disappointed in myself. And I have control over that. I have control over my happiness. I have control over me. I have control over that, regardless of if I have control about how much money I make, or how many leads come in that day, or how many closes I get. Like, that is it fluctuates, right? I have some sort of control in terms of the inputs that I make, but I have full control over my actions, and that is what I am attached to, and that's what that's what I'm gonna attach my me being proud of myself to, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just doing kind of a night drive, getting some dinner, some food. I'm gonna go. Been a long day, but gonna go watch some Monday Night Football. Go to bed early. Got a long day tomorrow. A lot of closes, a lot of appointments tomorrow that I set up for myself today. So we'll see what happens. Peace.